Hey everyone, Matt Peiken here. Before we get to the newscast, I want to let you know you can now have this news arrive in your email every weekday morning. Sign up for our newsletter at wakeupavl.transistor.fm. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at wakeupavl. Wake up, Asheville. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your newscast for Tuesday, October 14th. North Carolina Republican lawmakers plan to vote next week on a new U.S. House district map that could secure an additional GOP seat, intensifying a nationwide partisan redistricting battle ahead of the 2026 elections. Republicans already hold 10 of the state's 14 seats after redrawing maps in 2023. The likely target is the 1st District, currently held by Democrat Don Davis, who won re-election by under 2 points. The effort follows President Trump's call for GOP-led legislatures to reshape districts in their favor ahead of the next election cycle. You can read more about this at WLOS. The ongoing federal government shutdown is having minimal immediate impact on homelessness and affordable housing programs in Western North Carolina, but local providers warn that could change if it continues. Homeward Bound, Asheville's largest homelessness services nonprofit, remains operational but is in a, quote, holding pattern, awaiting HUD reimbursements. Housing authorities in Asheville and Hendersonville report stable funding through November, though long-term disruptions are possible. Concerns also loom over proposed federal budget cuts to supportive housing programs. Local officials stress that prolonged uncertainty could strain critical services and planning for vulnerable populations. You can read more about this in the Citizen Times. During a Senate oversight hearing this week, U.S. Senator Tom Tillis raised concerns about the Great Smoky Cannabis Company, the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians' recreational marijuana program. Tillis questioned the legality of transporting cannabis between non-contiguous tribal lands and accused the company of marketing products to children. Attorney General Pam Bondi responded that the Justice Department would investigate. Principal Chief Mitchell Hicks rejected the claims, stating the operation is fully compliant with federal and tribal law. The dispensary opened in 2024 and remains North Carolina's only legal recreational cannabis outlet. You can read more about this in the Citizen Times. Warren Wilson College will receive $1.5 million in state disaster recovery funds to help repair damage from Helene. The college in Swannanoa was initially left out of the state's 2025 Disaster Recovery Act despite suffering over $12 million in damages. After a sustained bipartisan advocacy effort, funding was secured through the passage of House Bill 358. College officials say the money will support ongoing cleanup and efforts to make campus buildings more resilient. President Damian Fernandez called the outcome a, quote, bipartisan effort that addressed the school's urgent needs. You can read more about this at Blue Ridge Public Radio. And at 65 years old, Jerry O'Donnell is training to become one of Asheville's oldest police recruits in decades. A former actor with roles in Dexter, Mad Men, and SEAL Team, O'Donnell is halfway through basic law enforcement training with the Asheville Police Department, known for its physically intense regimen. A former Army paratrooper, O'Donnell says his goal is service, not stardom, and plans to work at least until 70. APD officials say his drive and discipline have impressed both trainers and fellow cadets, most of whom are in their 20s and 30s. You can read his story in the Asheville Watchdog. Our daily newscast can also arrive in your email every weekday morning. Sign up for our newsletter at wakeupavl.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook or Instagram at wakeupavl. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks for waking up every weekday morning to Wake Up Asheville.